Now, Marie,
Yes, Joe.
how old are you?
51.
Jesus Christ. What's the age difference between you and I? I'm 38 and you're 51. Was
Mhm.
that 13 years or something like that?
That's right.
Hmm. So you're not quite old enough to be my mother.
No.
No. Unless you had a baby at 13. It's possible.
Hmm.
No, wouldn't recommend that. But
Definitely not.
you've been around for a bloody long time.
Oh,
Some would say you're an old bird, correct?
good.
Yeah. But let's tap into your old-fashioned ways and your words of elderly wisdom and your experience as a salon coach since the dark ages.
Right.
What's old-fashioned in business that you just wish people would embrace again? And you think it wasn't broken. You've stopped bloody doing it, and you think it's irrelevant. You think it's over the hill. You think it's, not cool or whatever, but it bloody works and it never stopped working. You just got sick of it. And I'll get you started. And it's probably not a perfect example, but referral cards, good old fashioned referral cards are not dead. They never died. They still work. In fact, they work better than ever before because no bastard's doing them.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It wasn't the first thing that come to mind. I was probably thinking more on how nice is it when you get an invite in the mail to a promotion. I'll tell you who does this well still is Maya. It's like a spend and save, or it's if you go to the Clinique counter, or if you go to this and you get this package when you spend 150. I feel like what happened to the good old fashioned marketing? Because how many people must go into the store and purchase that just from getting that card in the mail? So
So,
yeah, so whether it's say a VIP night, whether it's a invitation to come and try a skin treatment, or we're looking for something, I don't know, it might be models, or it could be whatever it might be, but just having that one-on-one, because all you get now is you don't even get a bill anymore because it all
you get
goes
an
through.
email.
You get an email. So to get anything in the mail, you think, oh, it must be an invitation for a wedding.
So, so your idea is about print media, and so is mine. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Look, I know that there's a lot of businesses now that, they'd be really conscious of, being sustainable and not wanting to waste paper. But I suppose this episode goes beyond that. It's not just everyone needs to be printing stuff now. It's
No.
there are strategies that if you revived and started to do again, they absolutely would work. And remember, uh, one of our favorite past clients, Amanda Nesda.
Oh, yeah.
I remember her giving feedback years ago that she decided to write handwritten cards,
Mhm.
like to follow up lost clients, clients that used to come and didn't
Yeah.
anymore, and also the new clients, just sending them a little love letter in the mail saying, "Thanks so much for visiting. Any feedback? Blah blah blah, Amanda." Okay, and the amount of people that would comment on that, say, "Oh my God, I've never had anything like that before. That was so lovely. What an amazing gesture." Um, what an amazing gesture.
Yeah, like it's so nice to get something like that. I remember actually I say back in the day when we first started coaching, we used to send little cards out to clients and they would always comment on how nice it is. Like you can get a card off anyone for your birthday. I don't know, everyone's different, but it often means more than the present. I think, wow, like
Mm.
there's something with that, isn't there? That handwritten. I often talk with our clients about um, back when we had lockdown and how many places that, because I love a salon, let's just say. So whether it's a hair salon or if it was a skin, but more skin, I have still to this day never heard from that skin clinic that I went to. Now, why would you not send anything?
Mm.
Like it's
Yeah.
beyond me. So that could have been um, in that time, I suppose, is we've, just gone through terrible time. We've all, the whole entire world has. We would love you to come back and visit. Here's a little gift, might be a gift with purchase or there was so many things that you could put together. Come and try our new services. It could be anything on that card that would get people in. You could even do a handwritten card or a marketing piece on a card that's got the person's name on it, of course, it doesn't look like it's been letterbox dropped, or put
Mm,
it in an envelope that just invites people in to come and try your new treatment. Like, how many
mm,
people don't even understand what some services do? We
mm.
often talk about that, don't we, on
Yeah.
the websites. There's
Mm,
not enough information that relates to the client understanding it.
absolutely.
Mm.
What about the good old-fashioned loyalty program?
They still run them. And then they go, oh, Jenny's got 62 points. And I said, well, what did you do with that? Oh, nothing. I don't tell her about it.
Mm.
You might as
But
well have an old stamp card. Maybe you get a stamp for.
yeah, we love a stamp card. But the loyalty programs work, but I think we probably don't anticipate how much work goes into maintaining them once they're set up. So I
Hmm.
think we drop off the bandwagon because we go, oh, we need to look at that every single week. But also looking at, you might have 10 clients in for that day. Where are they at with their point system or their star system or whatever? And it makes it easy if your point of sale system has a built-in loyalty program, but you still need to check it and educate your client on that. That's the thing.
Well, most of them have it. I think it's setting up the start of the day, isn't it? And making sure if you have that in your system, you can still go back to that old way. It's just that we're not focusing on it. Yeah.
What about a good old-fashioned education night where you get a group of your bestest clients in and you teach them how to curl their hair or to do like, I remember a client of ours years and years ago, it would have been when I first started coaching, they used to do like a makeup evening where they teach you how to do a day look and an evening look and how to layer eyeshadows and all of that type of stuff. And like they work, and skin nights for teens, they work really well too, but they seem to have disappeared maybe.
They've disappeared. I remember going to a client, two girls had a salon, and I went to their night. It was a can't think of the brand now. Napoleon it was.
Oh yeah.
Napoleon, but it was $150 and you got a mirror, you'd sit in front of it, someone would demonstrate, then you would do it on yourself. $150 was redeemable on the night, and most people would walk out with 3 or 4 products. And I think, wow, that's a good night, isn't it? It was a couple of hours. So yeah, why don't we do those anymore? Like it's a
Yeah,
no-brainer, really, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Very good. Well, that was a short, sharp, sweet one. So,
Probably things to think about that you used to do, or maybe you knew of even prior to owning a salon, but you don't do them anymore. So I think maybe use a couple of them. They
mm,
work.
absolutely. And you know what? There's probably a lot of things that don't work. So it's not about bringing back all the old-fashioned things. It's, but there's something in that. I think sometimes our need for newness and the new, bright and shiny, in the modern way of doing things means that we disconnect from the things that always had worked and continued to work. We just got bored. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway. Now, Marie, you are very youthful and you are very beautiful for your age. And I'm not ageist. I don't care that you're 51 and I'm 26. It's
38.
a non-issue. You're like Madonna,
Oh God,
ageless, like a virgin.
that striker pose, there's nothing to it, eh?
That's it. All
Oh,
right. Chat
lovely.
soon.
Thank you.